What it is, my gamers? Welcome to another installment of Keyboards and Consoles. My name is Nikolai, and for those of you who don't know, I review underrated or unknown games you may not have heard of. Today, I'm here to tell you about a cool puzzle game with familiar mechanics. The game is none other than Tricky Towers. Tricky Towers was developed by Weirdbeard and released in 2016. Tricky Towers is a fun, enjoyable game that takes the classic block stacking trope of Tetris, but combines it with the physics and tower building elements of Jenga. On top of this, Tricky Towers also implements its own unique mechanics in the form of spells which your wizard character casts, and game modes to spice up the fun. Like I said, Tricky Towers very much resembles Tetris. I mean, just look at the blocks. They're the same. Not only does the game resemble Tetris, but it is also similar to Jenga in the sense that as you continue to stack blocks and your tower gains height, it can also topple over due to instability. What sets Tricky Towers apart from Tetris and Jenga is its mechanics and art style. Tricky Towers has several game modes and interesting mechanics that add chaos. The most notable addition are spells. As you play a level, you will eventually gain a spell to use. Spells can be used to benefit yourself or disrupt an opponent. Beneficial spells could be vines to help connect adjacent blocks, lightning can be used to remove the last block you placed, or a small island to build upon. Disruption spells are purely used to ruin your opponent's day. You can make their blocks slippery so they risk sliding off, or fog at the top of their tower so they can't see, or even make their blocks giant just so it's more difficult for them to place. The spells sure do add to the chaos, and even more so in certain game modes. In Tricky Towers, there's 3 game modes. These are Race, Survival, and Puzzle. Race is a pretty simple game mode. Just stack your blocks to the finish line and complete the race. The second is Survival. In Survival, you have 3 lives and must place all the blocks you have. You lose lives whenever a block falls off, and the level will routinely try to mess you up by throwing the disruption spells at you. The third game mode is Puzzle. Puzzle is by far the most difficult game mode as it sees you on a small pillar and you have to fit as many blocks as you can on said pillar without them falling off or touching the laser that shoots across your screen. Whenever a block falls off, the pillar rises just a little. If a block makes contact with the laser, well then it's game over. Besides simply playing the various game modes as is, there are also plenty of single player challenges available where your goal is to play through these game modes but with specific criteria required in order to complete the level. Not only are these game modes and challenges fun, but they also have a fun art style and soundtrack. The art style is cute, silly, and quite unique. The soundtrack is upbeat, fun, and just overall fits the aesthetic of the game. Tricky Towers supports up to 4 players in multiplayer matches, which are quite difficult to find now because of how few people are actually playing the game. The game is available on Windows, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Switch for around $15. So what do you think? Do you have the ability to build some awesome towers? Will you get the game? If you already have it, do you enjoy it? Either way, let me know by tweeting me at ZTV Goofing Off using the hashtag Keyboards and Consoles. My name is Nikolai, and as always, thanks for watching.